Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Galaxy S25 series of phone should be out in January of 2025, which is a mere 7 months away. We don't know a lot about this phone just yet. We don't know if they're gonna have a completely new design like we've kind of heard. We don't know if we're gonna have some big time specs. We don't know if it's gonna be a complete overhaul of that phone or if it's gonna look more just like what we've got the last several years with the S24 series. But I think we're actually going to see a little something different. This is the 5-year anniversary. Every 5 years, at least the way Samsung's been doing it, we've seen some big changes with the phone. So I think we're actually going to see some of those big changes. Now, I saw a tweet from the Galaxy and it said this: an increase in size will allow the Samsung Galaxy S25 series with bigger batteries, new cameras, and bigger cooling systems. Also, you got to imagine if it's wider or taller, it's probably going to be thinner as well. I mean, it's not even that thick now, but you can imagine that if it takes into effect that it's that thinner, it's going to be a bigger selling point with more screen real estate and all of that. So we'll wait and see if they end up making these things bigger, but it's a great point to make, because it is something, if you do make something bigger, you can actually do more things with it, such as putting a bigger battery in there, putting a bigger cooling system in there for faster charging, such as these kinds of charging speeds. Also from the Galaxy saying that, you know, what if we saw this would be the S25 Ultra with a 5300 milliamp battery, 80 watt charging, the S25 Plus getting 65 watt charging and a 5000 milliamp battery, and an S25 getting 4400 milliamp battery with 65 watt charging. I actually think what we're going to end up seeing is the regular S25. If we get these kind of speeds, I would expect the S25 to go no higher than 45 watts, and then I would expect the 25 Plus and 25 Ultra to go to 65 watts. I don't think they'll jump all the way from 25 or 45 watts all the way to 80 watts. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think the next incremental speed change with charging will be up to 65 watts, because we're seeing that soon, most likely with the tablets. You can see that will probably trickle down to the phones. I don't think the phones are going to just beat that like that. I just don't think it will happen. Some other things I've always mentioned is putting a display on the back of the phone. There has been phones like that, but at the same time that would cannibalize potentially the way that the Z Flip line works. I obviously wouldn't be able to close this phone and flip it and make it smaller, but having that back display for notifications, for seeing the camera when you're taking selfies with the better cameras or recording videos, there's a lot of things that would be cool with that in terms of using the phone on a day-to-day basis. I love it just for, again, checking my notifications, kind of what you can do on the Z Flip phone, where you have that outside display and you can play some light gaming, you can check your notifications, you can take photos and videos, you can interact with the phone. I think that would be a huge selling point, but potentially cannibalize a little bit of the market for the Z Flip line. But let's be honest, they're not pushing that Z Flip line. They're really not. There is, as you've probably seen some rumors lately on my show, it's 8 gigs of RAM again. You got to imagine they're not going to do much with the price or the performance or anything like that. It's going to be a fast phone. It's just not going to be a super premium phone, and they can leave that for this phone having a big, nice back screen display that does a bunch of stuff. What would you like to see with a bigger Galaxy S25 series of phone? Put it in the comments down below. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.